Hi, this is Jordan with another interview in the Lessons Learned series. I'm here with Annabelle Kyle, a senior film major at the University of Pittsburgh. Last year, fall 2024, Annabelle completed a semester abroad in Britain. Thank you for speaking with us. So my
Thank
first
you.
question is, what inspired you to study abroad?
So my mom had studied abroad when she was in college, so she kind of influenced me to want to study abroad. And then I also just wanted that experience of going abroad for a semester and being able to live in a different place.
Was Britain like your first choice? Like the UK was your first choice?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was it like studying in another country? Like how did the school support you while you were studying abroad?
It was, sorry, I'm trying to think still. It was good studying abroad. My school, I had classes on the University of Central London campus, so we didn't get to like interact with students that much, but it was nice being on a college campus still and being included that way.
Was it a situation where basically like you guys were around other study abroad students a lot, like from your original campus or college? Was that the situation for studying?
Yeah. So I did the Pittsburgh London Film Program. So it was a lot of Pitt students, Pitt, CMU. We had some from Bowdoin and somewhere in Georgia too. So it was kind of a mix of us, but a lot of us go to Pitt. So we're still like in classes together. We see each other, which is nice.
Yeah, so you guys have that like kind of support system of
Yeah.
like each other studying abroad. I think that's really important. I wanted to ask, what was the process of applying for that program? And can you tell us about what your school offered in terms of like a study abroad department? Every school is different, but it's just interesting to hear everybody's journey because they can kind of overlap with that.
Yeah, so we had you could either just take classes or do an internship too. I had issues trying to get a visa. The website just completely crashed for me, so I couldn't get a
Oh
visa.
no.
Um, so yeah, to work and like do an internship, you had to get a visa, or you could just do classes. And I think it was about 5 classes a week.
Okay.
And it was a pretty easy process to apply. I think you had to write an essay for it.
Did you have any recommendation letters or anything like that as well? Sometimes they do that. I just am asking because that was my school. They were asking
Yeah,
for recommendation letters and stuff.
I don't think so. I don't think we needed that. Maybe for internships, you might have needed one. But
Yeah. So then you had basically an option of doing the more job internship route versus like the academic route when it came to your
yeah.
school. Okay, that's really interesting. So what was it like outside of the educational stuff? Like, did you travel around? I know Europe is kind of easy to travel to different countries. What was your experience in the more extracurricular area of traveling and studying abroad?
Yeah, it was good. I got to travel a lot. I went to a couple different countries. It was easy to travel even before and after the program too, so you weren't just limited to those like 4 months that you have to be in the UK. Um, and yeah, so it was nice because not every weekend, I didn't do every weekends, but you could travel as much as you want. I had Fridays off too, so that gave me like an extra day that I could go and spend time someplace. It was pretty easy to get to the airport, so you could just fly out and then end up flying back before. One of the big issues that I luckily didn't have to deal with, but they were like kept warning us about were travel strikes. And I know now, or about a couple weeks ago, there was a tube strike that like the tube was out for like 5 days. So like people
Oh,
couldn't
okay.
get to school and work. So luckily that never happened when we were there. But I know that's like an issue that you could have, especially if you're traveling out of the country and you have to get back for classes or work. And
Yeah,
then you end up getting stuck because of some strike somewhere. So
right. I mean, like, what were some of the activities you brought with you, like, or indulged or learned or did try new things when you were in the UK or in Britain? Because I know obviously you play your guitar, you're a film major. How did you explore some of your own hobbies and maybe get some new ones while you were abroad?
yeah, so because I was in a film classes, we had to do like our own films. So it was we were able to like take cameras out and kind of go around London and film. I ended up doing a film about the London punk scene. So I emailed a professor from Professor Redding and I got him to do an interview. So he came into London for that. And then I
Fun.
ended up interviewing some punk guy. His name's like Zombie Punk. He like sits on a bridge. He has like a mohawk and all these tattoos. So I like interviewed him one day, just kind of it was fun just walking around and filming.
Yeah.
Um,
It kind of went hand in hand with your assignment, your interest, and like just exploring. That's really cool.
yeah, so it was perfect. And then music wise, it was kind of like also since I'm very into music, it was kind of trying to find different places that had live music that we could go to. My friends, my roommate, I think the first week she ended up finding a London like female punk festival. So they had like a bunch of bands. That was like our first weekend that we went out together.
That's
We got
fun.
to go to that. So that was super fun. So it's, yeah, you could find a lot of like niche stuff to get involved with.
It's great that you guys had that balance of like school and like exploration, which is really what study abroad is about, school and exploration.
Yeah.
What would you say to students excited and interested in studying abroad?
I would say definitely study abroad. I think it's such a great experience. You get to learn a lot, you get to travel. I would say n- I don't, not the, I'm trying to think of how to word it. Like, not don't be nervous, but like,
Hmm. Don't be too scared.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
I think that there's, if you're like stressed about it, stressed about being away from home, that can be a little stressful at first, but it's still such a good opportunity and you'll find new like ways to deal with it. You can still talk to your family. You can still be in touch with everyone and you're making new friends and meeting new people. So
Don't
that
let
like
the
balances it out.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was like, don't let the fear of homesickness or being away stop you from exploring something new, kind of.
Exactly.
Yeah. Um, it's great to have your perspective, and it's so important to get out and travel this like big, beautiful world that we have. Thank you for sharing your experience, Annabelle. It means a lot, and I hope you guys enjoyed this new addition to Lesson Learned. I will add some information about studying abroad in the description. Thank you.